Do you feel constantly overwhelmed by the amount of work that you have, and at the same exact time, you're getting a ton done? In this video, I'm gonna take you through the exact program that I went through that took my life from chaos to peace. Let's get into it. Imagine feeling accomplished every single day. That's my reality now, thanks to Time Boss. Everything about your dreams comes down to action. Confidence comes down to action, but more so, how do you stay productive with thousands of tools, emails, texts, and all of this stuff pulling on you? The crazy part of this is that I would get 1,000 text messages a week and I didn't even use my calendar. I don't know how I stayed productive or even sane. So if you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and living at your highest sustainable pace, which we'll come back to that term soon, and the 6-week productivity system that you learn will change your life and possibly your team and the entire dynamic across your company. Now, in this video, we're gonna cover 3 key areas. The first one is gonna be my life before Time Boss, then the aha moments during Time Boss, and finally the results a few weeks, we're about 2 months out of it, and how my life looks now. If you find value in this video, I partnered with them to give you an extra $50 off when you get started today. Use the link down below to make that happen. Okay, so let's start with, what did life look like before Time Boss? Well, for starters, I never really kept a calendar. I know that sounds insane in 2025 and the amount of work that's out there, but I relied purely on my memory or a paper list or a list in my Notion page and my ability just to get things done. And to be fair, I honestly did get a lot done, but I was incredibly busy. And most of all, I never really found like peace in my evenings. I would always feel work just continue from my office into my dinner, into hangouts with friends, into the evening. It never really felt like I finished work during the week. And that busyness came at a cost. Remember those 1,000 text messages a week? Well, that was just one slice of the pie. Projects were coming in from everywhere, and I was just honestly juggling everything, overwhelmed with a persistent, just continual work coming in, and a mental checklist that just got longer and longer and longer. Yes, I was productive, but I wasn't peaceful, and there were certainly a lot of evenings that there was no sense of completion. Then came the single biggest aha moment of the entire cohort. Andrew explained this concept of whirlwind, and this changed everything for me. Usually when you think about managing your time, you immediately jump to scheduling every minute of the day from morning to night, blocking everything out perfectly. And yes, structuring time is important, but Whirlwind allows you to fundamentally change how you think about your schedule with unpredictability. Without giving away all of Andrew's brilliance, the Whirlwind is essentially creating intentional space for that chaos, those unexpected texts, quick questions, the things that just pop up every single day. Before Time Boss, the Whirlwind was just consuming me, derailing my carefully laid out plan for the day, and then adding new tasks that I get done, but still feeling like my list was just getting longer and longer and longer. So if you make space for the chaos doesn't take over all of your day. This realization alone was incredibly liberating, and it gave me so much more peace with how I worked with my team, other people, colleagues, clients, all of it. And one other thing that Andrew taught that I absolutely love that you need to get into your system is something he calls your highest sustainable pace. HSP is about truly meeting your time with reality. Think about this common scenario. So you start the day thinking, today I'm gonna get these 7 things done. But then reality hits. You only get 3 things done. What happens to the other 4? Well, they bleed into tomorrow. And tomorrow already has 4 items listed, so now you're at 8. And it just keeps building, piling up, leading to perpetual overwhelm and never feeling like you're actually catching up or getting things done. So you actually have to come to grips with your highest sustainable pace, and it's not really about doing less, it's about doing what's realistic for your current energy, actual schedule, and the demands on your life. It's about truly designing a pace you could sustain day after day, week after week without burning out. It feels like working with your energy and not against it. It's deliberate, it's focused, and paradoxically, it allows you to get the most important things done consistently without constant stress. What a thought. And just to be clear, your highest sustainable pace may change in different seasons of life. Whether you're single, married, with kids, just had a kid, going through some type of health crisis, building some big part of your business, any of those elements change how your Whirlwind and your HCP fluctuate alongside all the other systems that Andrew introduces in Time Boss. It gives you this full comprehensive picture to come to a reality of what you actually have as your currency with time and how much you're trying to spend. Why does that matter? Because my life before Time Boss was I was trying to spend way more than I actually had. And when you come to that reality, it helps you get rid of anxiety and stress and live more peaceful with the decisions you make and what your calendar actually looks like. Now, I do want to share a few things about Andrew. I am biased. I've known him for 5 years. A huge part of why Time Boss clicked for me is Andrew. He's genuinely like a therapist for your time and your schedule, which is like, I think it could become its own industry. And he doesn't just hand you a generic template and say, go for it. I'd come to Andrew and I'd be like, bro, this is not gonna work for me for this reason. And every single time he'd calmly say, it's all good, we're gonna work it out. He'd listen to me. And then from there, we would guide through and figure out the right solution. Truly, if you get your schedule right, your whole life changes. And he really helped me get it dialed to another level where I just feel a lot of peace going into my day, knowing that right now I'm filming this video, but I'm not stressed about my email or other things because I have time for it. And even all the chaos of the day, I have time for it. It is all scheduled, it's all there, there's room for everything. Now, let's talk about my life 2 months after. The results, well, they're clear and profound. I feel like I'm headed towards my goals more than ever. My focus is sharper and I am more intentional. Am I perfect? No. I still make mistakes. I still get lost in my day and I still end my day later than I planned. But I truly enjoy my evenings now way more because I know that I'm able to let go of work, knowing that unfinished tasks or outstanding tasks have a place in my schedule later on in the week or in the future. I close my laptop knowing I'm working at my highest sustainable pace, managing everything with some Whirlwind, and making real progress on what matters to me. It's 2 months later and I've basically adopted 80% of the program and learning to adopt more as I go because changing your schedule and your life is a big shift, but Andrew is also aware of that and makes space for that in the program. And now post-program, 2 months later, I'm still loving it and still love going back to the concepts to make sure I'm doing everything well. If you are ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and enjoy your life more and your schedule and get alignment with you, your family, everyone involved, your colleagues, check out Time Boss at the link down below. It is a game changer. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.